your friends are out here, I tell you.
Uh-oh.
It's a crazy mixed up
How y'all
world.
doing
It's
tonight?
a doggy dog world.
Man, I was
How was
trying.
it?
I don't know about you, Brother Shannon. I was trying to race home to catch Tony's broadcast. I walk in the front door and he's talking about, okay, thanks everyone. Good.
I just and I literally got on and I was like, "Is this Tony's broadcast? Is this Def Comedy Jam?" He was like, "Thank God and good bless, good night." And I'm like, "What's going on?" I was coming all ready for the convo. Is it over?
I
I
was
don't know.
about to, because I hit the 2 hour mark. I was about to shut it down, but I know the two of you wanted to cover what he was talking about,
John, what's
and
going on?
he was talking about it in depth. I don't know how much further y'all want to go into, but he did leave some good information up there because I learned some stuff and some questions was
Which
asked in the
brother?
chat.
The mortuary guy?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ed Lynn. Yeah, Edward.
Ah
Edward. Yeah,
man. All
but I know
right.
you had your game. I know you had the game. I know you had the game, but I
Yeah,
never.
but I
And
was
I
trying to
played the
get in there.
replay. I played the replay today from the broadcast last night after I went to bed, and I saw what y'all was talking about. And honestly, brother Shannon, I want to tell you, you dropped some heavy shit last night.
He stole the show.
You dropped some heavy shit last night, straight
Tell
up.
I wasn't trying to do that though, fellas. Y'all know
He stole the
I was
show.
in the lazy boy, man. I was in the lazy boy. I really wasn't trying to be like that, and it just happened.
He
I appreciate the format though. I mean, what did you call it last night? What was it? It was open. You called it something open
like
format.
a hangout.
Yeah,
You know what?
late night parent hangout.
Late night
Yeah,
parent, yeah.
it gets to a point where we discuss whatever topics we're going to discuss. So I'm able to have a podcast for under an hour,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there we open it up. What we usually do
Yes.
is just open it up so that people can join, people can talk about whatever they want to talk about, whatever this in
Mm-hmm.
their hearts, in their minds, what's troubling them, or just some stuff they would just want to get off the chest.
Understood. Understood. I was just trying to be a part of the conversation, but we went down so many different avenues. I mean, we were talking about hip hop, we were talking about,
Everything.
mortality,
Everything.
politics.
Everything.
But the crazy thing was that conversation, even though there was not really any debates, but we didn't argue. And we can put
No,
that together. We can put conversations together, and everybody doesn't always agree, but where is all the arguing coming from? I just don't get it.
Pandemic
We all in the
fatigue.
same space.
Pandemic fatigue. And I'm
I
sticking
think
with that.
so.
you
I'm
heard
sticking with that.
tonight Costco released a message that they're going to start to limit items again. So
Oh
like
hell.
tissue
Oh
and
no.
paper
Oh
towel,
hell. Here we
a
go.
lot for people to start losing their minds again.
Here we go. And they know they
Are
need
we
to
there
because they're gonna
again,
start losing.
fellas?
We about to
Are
be.
we
The
there?
winter's coming. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Eleanor is still here. Ladies and gentlemen, are we there again with the numbers where the food is going to be a shortage?
Well, it's more on the supply chain end. If they can't
Mm,
get Brother Shannon, if they can't get drivers and they can't get and if there's an issue with supply chain with the containers coming in with these
right,
items,
right.
then that's going to dictate what's going to be put out there on the shelves.
It's so crazy. Y'all kind of know what I'm involved in as far as what I do, and I go to wholesalers. I go to it's done got so down where I went in to get canisters of gummies. They said that the plant is backed up because they don't have enough workers
Yes.
to fill the machine that
Yeah.
automatically puts the lid on the thing, but they don't have anybody on staff to fill the machine with
Right.
lids. I'm like, where's all the workers at?
They quitting.
Are people
And
still
COVID.
getting this money? Are people
And
still getting
COVID.
this STEMI money?
COVID is gonna get it. COVID's gonna get it. Because COVID's making people not work, and then people aren't going to, they don't have to go to work. Everybody's expressing civil liberties. So the industry is about to be in trouble. I know the Bisco they was about to go on strike. So suppliers were going to have a problem getting their supplies. Distributors
So
had a problem kicking them out.
I'm probably
I
going to
swear
get
Wow.
that was about 2-3 weeks ago, I think.
I'm probably going to get in trouble saying this, but
Don't get in trouble. You ain't got to.
You know what? I just got to say it then. So at my wife's job, there, she's assistant principal and recently retired. And she mentioned to me, she was like, in her school,
Congratulations.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now she's
Right.
putting the pressure on me because she's
Yeah.
like, okay. She mentioned that there's about in her school alone, there's roughly, I don't know, about 50 teachers that don't want to be vaccinated.
Yes.
So we're stuck there.
That's big news. That's news. That's everywhere.
We're stuck there.
That's everywhere.
50
So
teachers.
50 in her building.
in her building.
That's nuts.
In her one building.
That's everywhere.
So take that and multiply.
Okay. Can I ask, am I invading? Can I ask, is this a private or public school?
Public.
So, public school, federally funded, count
Yep.
day, all
Yep.
that stuff, right?
Yep.
Could it get so deep that the federales could reach out and say, technically, that's a federal aided program? We're just talking about public school now. But could they say that they're a federally aided program, and if all your teachers, administrators, faculty aren't vaccinated, they can hold your bread back?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
definitely.
coming. That's coming.
It's not coming. It's there.
That's coming.
It's there. It's to a point where it's kind of like where the rubber meets the road, because you have one side that has a very strong teachers union, and then you have the local city government. So
let's be clear. The unions aren't going to tell you, they don't have much of a defense in your favor against the vaccine.
Right. But what they're offering now is, if you don't want to receive the jab, that you can take up to 1 year off with no pay, but your insurance, you keep your insurance, but no pay.
Jeez.
They doing it.
There's
you
always
get a year vacation with benefits.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do the job. That you, frankly, probably most teachers are still paying for their education.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
wow.
Every battle, there's always going to be more soldiers on one side than the other. So who's going to be able to sit out on a bench that you owe school loans, that, hey, I don't want to get this, but I owe all these bills because my mortgage, my this, my that, the car payment, little Johnny's teeth got to get fixed.
Facts.
My girl, my little daughter, Shaquella, needs to get her hair braided, so it's any way you look at it, it's a situation.
This is gonna get nuts. It's going to get to the point where it'll be more people not getting it for whatever reasons, but industries are, you're talking about 50 teachers in one building, that disables a school.
Yes, that disables the school. Frida, how you doing?
What's up,
John?
Frida?
I agree with you. Lions
well, free. That disables the school. I'm not sure what the size of the school, but 50 educators on the sidelines. Yeah. That means you got to go find 50 substitute teachers or teachers for some reason that don't have jobs, but you can't tenure them because you got people that are already in the positions.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you're paying a daily rate. You're paying a daily rate on somebody that you're telling to go take care of my child the same way this other teacher does full time. You come on in and grab this syllabus and take care of these kids the same way. It's not going to happen. Kids are not going to learn the same way.
No, they ain't. OG Classic Jones, man. Come on, Hats, man. What you doing, B? What's good with you?
He's another holdout.
Well, he said he wasn't
holder.
big on tech. Yeah, we're gonna get on him. We're gonna get on him like we got on our prime legend.
Tony knows though. Tony knows he can't fully get over here because he was talking about coming up one day.
Yeah, a couple
and
weeks
he can't
ago.
come up. Oop, I put his damn government name out there. My fault, Tony. Oops, damn it, God damn it.
He told me that. He said on the broadcast he had the same name as me, so we good.
That's why I don't really call him the name, because I don't want to be like Tony. You know, that's what I'm saying. Tony.
You silly. Yeah, and bro, if you want to come up for real, I want to tell him to wait till tomorrow night, but we'll get him linked up tonight. You see my name on the chat. You're gonna see my link up there. You can use mine. You can use Brother Shannon since you knew him before me. All that good stuff. If you want to get on,
I'm gonna have a pissed off podcast. I'm gonna put OG Classic Jones and Prime Legend on and just mute my mic. and just let them piss off the whole Haps community, boy.
They will. To come on the chat, bro, you do have to come on Haps for real. I see your comments on YouTube, and my YouTube was blocked, so I'm glad Brother Shannon's isn't. What's up, James?
James, what's going on, man?
But yeah, all that mess, man. It's what's going on right now with everything. They're starting to put it in place for all the controls to be in for you to get it because of how many people are catching it. And I ain't gonna lie, the way these kids is catching it, I want to see more people get it, but you still got to be right with your doctor.
Yes.
You still got to be right with your get with your doctors. Get with your doctors. See which ones they recommend because they know what's in them, even if they don't tell you. They're not gonna let you compromise yourself. And that's real.
Y'all know anybody that's got the booster?
Yeah. Randy Orton up here, he said he got it already.
I got a couple friends that got it.
And he's traveling across countries, across the globe. So I got where he coming from.
You know, I totally understand anybody that has to see people outside of the norm. Like, I was a little queasy tonight. I ain't gonna lie. I've been sitting up in the bleachers with my lady in the first 3 games, right? She didn't come tonight, so, you know, I'm a man. I generally like to hang down by the field, and I like to be near the field. Well, I didn't even try to go on the field tonight. I just stayed up against the fence. I had a good vantage point against the fence. But, man, when people started getting close to me, I won't go as far to say I was panicking, but I just kept my mask up.
You know why? You was on edge because of what everybody's telling us.
Yeah.
I put my mask on when I get around people now.
Yeah.
I didn't like
that. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I take one with me. That's the outside influence on all of us.
But there's so many people without masks and they're direct contact with other people. And I know these aren't people that they're normally used to being around. And I'm like, how do y'all do that? I mean, I know that they say the vaccine is supposed to protect you, but if you can people are still getting it even with the double vaccine or whatever the shot was, that they got.
The
so
thing
why aren't
is,
you trying
it's
to
supposed to
protect
decrease
yourself?
the lethality of your system. It's going to decrease the lethality of your symptoms. If you can understand that, you understand what they're pushing. But the
decrease. What's that word again? Decrease the what?
Decrease the lethality of your symptoms.
Oh, lethality.
Pretty much, you won't be as sick.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's what they're saying.
I ride the subway, the railroad, and the subway to get to work. So
you got to have it. You got to have it, bro. I ain't even gonna play with you.
I always roll with it, and they're giving out $50 fines up here.
I heard about that.
So you try to sit on a train without a mask, you're gonna have someone run up.
If you want to, and as a New Yorker, with all that mess we around, you ought to be good. The vaccine shouldn't even have no effect on you. But everybody's immune.
Brother Hicks, did you say that they're giving out fines?
They're giving out fines. They've been giving out fines.
Well, I knew that at the beginning when people weren't masking up, but I'm talking about like for not wearing a mask on a train.
Yes. Sir. Yes, sir.
The $50 fine.
I haven't seen the fines in Georgia either, John. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't seen it, but I know people were catching hell on them jobs.
Wow.
Yeah, they doing it, bro.
Okay, tell me this. I know that the fines that they was giving here, they were misdemeanors. Are they misdemeanors or are they citations?
They start off small and increase.
I mean, because now you starting talking about misdemeanor, don't pay the fine, now you got a warrant. Yeah. Now you start creating a financial revenue stream for the judicial system all over again.
Of course.
Which is what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They're tripling off the money. First, they're getting paid to give you the vaccine. Now everybody gonna get paid if you don't have it.
Hold on 1 second. There's James left 2 comments. Well, the first one says, "I don't wear a mask at all, even when they have signs a lot, and a lot of the stores don't enforce it. Costco, Ace, Home Depot, Bed Bath & Beyond. Believe it or not, is not the only store that enforced masks. If it was me with Victoria's Secrets." And then he responds, "New York is a perfect example that it's not about science, it's about compliance. Because they require a vaccine passport to go into a business, they don't require that to go on the subway." Listen, you got to have...
You got a notification. Go ahead.
You got a passport. You got to have a vaccine passport up here.
Yes.
To get. So if you're 12 and older, chances are you could be asked to show you could be carded.
They're going for 5 to 11 now.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, the minute they make the 5 to 11, I mean, I'm not sure if they're going to be carding 5-year-olds, but
they better leave the kids alone. That's all we got to say. They better leave the kids alone.
But I put the app on my son's I put the app on my son's phone because I was like, listen, just in case, if anyone asks you, here you go. This is what you do.
I got to look at doing that. And Jane, you'll be cussing out in New York. The hell is wrong with you? New York on the forced mask on 2 years old. I mean, they got to with the way them numbers were. Y'all got to remember, New York was the hot spot last year.
So at 50,000 deaths, 50,000 plus deaths. Now, granted, yes, it might have been more. I don't even know if the number was more or not. But, you know, what was associated with the virus.
Yes.
How
you doing, Hannah?
I mean, those numbers were you couldn't imagine those type of numbers. What was happening up here in certain zip codes because the density. When you have people living on top of each other.
Yes.
I mean, like Tony, that time I was in Brooklyn and I was telling you, I was like, oh my God, I've seen.
And let's be clear, people do live on top of each other in New York.
Yes. Yes.
They do. And there's multiple families. They're different demographics and all that.
And different generations on top of each other.
How would you not understand that? And I understand people that don't get it due to their health. But take your doctor's advice. I ain't got nothing against anybody who takes their doctor's advice, whether to take the shot or not. You talk to your doctor. That's all we need to know. Straight up. I don't judge you for whether to take a vaccine. It's your choice. Not that I am a sorry son. Now, I understand that. We got all that. But like I tell everybody, when you get sick, it's going to decide whether you should have or should not have.
Right.
And that's what's going to be. So I'm good there.
How many times have you seen someone or you've heard from someone's loved one saying, oh, they were, they weren't in favor of this. And then they're laying there in the hospital talking about, I wish I had.
I don't know of anybody personally, but I'm seeing stories.
Yeah, you see stories. You see stories about it. You know,
I'm seeing stories, but I don't know nobody. I know people vaccinated who still got it. Just happened the past 2 months.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I got that. That's you. We got to talk about other folks. The conversation was up here last week before. Somebody needs people around them to get vaccinated so they don't get sick.
Right.
Because how detrimental their health is.
Yeah.
We are good. My question is, if you're vaccinated and you still catch it and you transmit it, is that variant less lethal than the original one? That's my question. Because we at a point right now where people vaccinated are catching it and they're transmitting. And now they got a new variant out there. It's called R.1. Y'all know about that? We outside of Delta, Lambda, and Beta now. Now we on R.1.
I don't know anything about that.
That's the one that came out of the nursing home in Kentucky.
Jeez.
A nursing home in Kentucky?
A nursing home in Kentucky. They found a variant and they named that bad boy. You got the Mu variant down there in Texas. So we got Beta, Delta.
R.1.
R.1 variant. You got R.1, Mu, Lambda, Beta, and Delta out there. But who are they talking about? Delta. They forgot 4 of them. I keep telling people. I knew the Greek alphabet. They were skipping some letters. Now they're skipping the variants.
I don't want anything coming out of Kentucky. You got bestiality, incestual relationships.
Man,
you got all kind of shit coming out of Kentucky.
Listen, and that's just the stereotype. We don't even know the truth.
And you got an average of 11 teeth. You got an average of 11 teeth in Kentucky. I'm not trying to have 11 all that.
Teeth. You said 11 teeth.
No, he didn't.
And after crystal meth did a deed on places like Kentucky and West Virginia and all that stuff. But I mean, you look at all the other crazy stuff that happens in Kentucky, and you know, but and ain't that's old boy state?
The Booty Warrior
state.
The Booty Warrior. He was in jail down there.
Wait, you talking about Mitch McConnell?
No, he talking about. I think he talking about sugar or salt and jelly, not syrup and jelly. Ain't that who he talking about? The one that just got out?
Booty Warrior in the Boondocks. He was in jail in Kentucky. That's a real dude.
What they call him? He was the guy on that A&E special, right? And
that's a real dude. Special? What's up, Didi? He was in jail and he out now.
Toss salad man.
Well, you a mess. I see you, Desiree. How you doing?
Des is in here. What's up, Desiree?
She came through earlier.
Yeah, so I missed the block party. I missed
the block party was fun. The block party was fun.
How are we doing tonight?
The block party was fun. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was hilarious. Yeah. When you get a chance, go back and look at it. It was
good.
Hilarious.
Like
you did it for an hour. I came off of there, went on Mike's. Mike told us to start a broadcast. He was gonna shut his down because he ran over time. I'm over here broadcasting. He's still over there broadcasting, talking to folks. I said, I think he kicked us out. About 8 of us over there.
What do you mean? There is a time limit on this. Is not Restream It or StreamYard where, hey, after 8 hours you get kicked off.
He said at the 4 it messes up. I'm like, I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen.
Yeah,
we got Mike out.
Yeah, he was talking for an hour after we left. I know people came up, but he was on for 4 hours though. He was on.
Oh, you know, we got to give Mike a hard way to go.
Eleanor, you get a notification yet, ma'am?
Hi, Eleanor. Nobody's talking to Eleanor. We just.
I always talk to Eleanor. That's why I kick all my broadcasts.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's see.
Now you go up here, you act up all the hell you want. They're gonna kick both of us off. Yeah, I saw Michael up there with Ed, Randy, and somebody else. Like, why teach talk about God be older? Oh Lord, I'm not doing the God conversation tonight. I'm not doing that tonight. I'll do it tomorrow.
Oh man, Tommy from Powers here.
Where?
He's in Detroit tonight. He's at a bar in Detroit. They're doing a promotion.
Dude, he's so infamous off of that character. It don't make no sense. I didn't realize how much stuff he did before that movie.
Dude, I done seen him in like different colored hair, no hair. I was like, I did not know that was Tommy. I didn't see. He's a good actor.
He's a great. You see the other movies he's done?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen other projects. That's what I'm saying. I didn't realize it was him because once I got into watching Power, I had never really paid attention. He's got a couple acting roles where his hair is dark brown.
Yeah, I forgot what the other movie was he did that I knew so well because I saw it. I was like, wait a minute, that's Tommy.
He got one where he had long hair.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I guess, but you know, but because I know who he is now. What do y'all think of the Power series? I think they're ODing on it. I think they're ODing on it.
He is capitalizing on that storyline. He is capitalizing on that life. And he is capitalizing on the characters. The only thing the positive thing I'm gonna say is it's not boring.
I like it.
Kanan is slow, but Kanan is good. Ghost.
So I like.
Ghost is great.
Okay. I need to go back and watch again.
Power, they ran into the ground. There was nothing left they could do on Power. So I love how they expanded it and it's successful. They make an Empire looking like they're standing still.
Yeah, I couldn't stand when they used to compare Empire and Power. But I thought that Ghost was good because it was a good segue. I got to get into Kanan because I was so current. But I love the old school Flair stuff. That's why I don't know why I haven't jumped on it. But I like because I love all that old school stuff. I'll go watch Crush Groove right now. I'll go watch, Breaking and Beat Street and all that stuff right now. But for some reason, I couldn't grasp going all the way back to the beginning. But I need to. I watched the first one, maybe the 1.5 episodes, and I just couldn't get into it because I was still so much on the current stuff.
Right. Yeah, Power was great. I ain't gonna lie. If you have not seen Power and Freed, I see what you're saying. Power is excellent. Don't be fooled. The hype is not phony. Power was
What did she
excellent.
say?
Frida said she never saw Power, but she loved Empire. Yeah, she said she never saw Power. She loved Empire. Empire was good for network television. I'm not gonna front on Empire, but I love Power.
50s Power, yeah. You ain't never seen Power, girl?
Right.
You'll never watch Juicy Smollett no more.
Yeah. John, sit back and relax. If you never saw it, don't worry about it.
You'll never watch Juicy no more.
Juicy.
And here's the thing. I was all on Empire the first year.
Yeah.
I thought Empire's first season was incredible.
Yes.
I was on it. I was, what they say,
and it really was.
Here for it. I was on it.
Side, it really was.
I mean, because I love Terrence Howard as an actor. I love Taraji P as an actor. The new cats that came along, I was like, man, they making it right. But then they said, okay, now we've got to implement all the 21st century storylines.
Right.
We gotta implement mental illness. We gotta implement LGBTQIAP. We gotta implement a bad father. We gotta implement an infidel. We gotta implement all the storylines for black shows. The first season, they did good. But then every season after that, they just showed how that family wasn't shit.
You know the other movie that he did, I recognize him in?
What?
Safe with Jason Statham, which was an excellent movie.
Safe. That's okay. Wait a minute. I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of Safe House.
He was in Safe. He was in Rudy. He was in Ozark. He was in Jack Reacher. He was in Shutter Island.
Ozark.
Who are we talking about?
Tommy on Power. You good, Eleanor? I got you.
Yeah. Okay. Say it again.
He was in Safe. He was in Rudy, and Rudy's old. I didn't realize how long he'd been acting. He was in
Rudy?
Exactly. He was in Ozark. He was in Jack Reacher. He was in Shutter Island. I got to watch Jack Reacher again. I only watched it once.
Maybe what movie is that he's got the dark brown hair?
That might have been The Intruder or Jacob's Ladder or The Separatists.
I think it's Jacob's Ladder.
I didn't even realize they redid
Jacob's Ladder was kind of a semi-horror movie.
Now, let me tell y'all something. Did you see the original Jacob's Ladder that came out in 90?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably the one I'm thinking of. He wasn't in that.
Scary, right? This one is a 2019 movie. I don't even know they remade it. But the original Jacob's Ladder, let me tell y'all something right now. The meds they give me at the VA, I've had them sightings. You know, the people with just seeing shit. I've had that shit in my dreams.
Jacob's Ladder is one of the movies that made me stop watching horror movies.
And that's
I used to watch all that Friday the 13th stuff when I was younger, but Jacob's Ladder gave me like a weird feeling. I remember watching that shit because it was right before I turned 21. I was still,
that's
some real shit. That horror stuff no more.
Some of the realest stuff you'll see about veterans will be Jacob's Ladder. And you ever see that movie, The Hurt Locker?
Yeah.
That was one hell of a movie. And it's the truth. Some cats got to go back over there. Because we ain't supposed to leave nobody behind. That's one of the reasons why I went 2 more times after my original trip. Some of the cats needed a break, and the stuff wasn't over with. We knew what the work was. We knew the people that needed the help. We just went. Hurt Locker and Freedom, you have no idea how powerful that movie was to anybody who has ever deployed. No respect to nobody up here. But I know cats who go back on purpose.
Is Joseph LGBT?
Say what?
Is Joseph LGBT?
Joseph who? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Somebody talking about Black Lives Matter, not down the border protecting the Haitian black people. What?
Oh, you know what? You know what I saw him in? Kevin Bingham. Remember Kevin Bingham on Chicago PD?
I never watched Chicago PD. I never watched it.
That's a great show.
I've heard.
Great show.
I've heard. I have heard, but I never watched it.
He was a criminal. He was a criminal on Chicago PD that they was chasing around.
Gotcha.
That's where I knew him from because I'm a big Chicago PD. Frank Cosgrove Jr. Wow, he was on Ozark. Dang.
Natalie, I can't answer that.
Yeah, he was on a whole season of that.
Why you asked it twice? Why aren't they at the border protecting the Asians? What Asians at the? I'm not. Nah.
Whoa! What? I'm glad Chicago PD is amazing.
Nah, that's gonna start.
Why isn't Black Lives Matter protecting the Asians at the border?
I ain't got time tonight.
What Asians are at the border?
They ain't no Asians. She meant to type Haitians because that's what she asked the first time.
Okay, well, she done fucked up.
Natalie, I need to take this shit. Give me this one, bro. Give me this one, bro. Give me this one. Give me this one, bro. Give me this one, bro. Because I know what's gonna happen. Give me this one. Give me this one. Oh, what's your voice text? Now, why would you?
Black Lives Matter somewhere protecting all the trans people. That's where Black Lives Matter at. They somewhere protecting the trans people. Don't come in with that BLM shit. Black Lives Matter ain't even black.
You see what you did, ringleader? You see what you did?
Black Lives Matter. See, they always want to talk about what why Black Lives Matter gotta protect the Haitians. Black Lives Matter was built about black people being killed by police. Not people coming over here illegally washing up on the shores of the United States of America. Now, I feel for them people that are having to leave their countries. I feel for them. But Black Lives Matter was built on the bloodshed of black men, women, and children being brutalized and murdered by police. We ain't no goddamn Coast Guards. We ain't no Coast Guards. Black people are not Coast Guards.
Haiti does have a bad, John. I agree. Haiti has a bad, and I think they were seeking refuge.
But Haiti had it bad, but Haiti's also the one that kicked oppression's ass back in the day. That's why America hates Haiti so much, because they fought back and won during slavery.
And the reason why Haiti's catching so much trouble is because they fought for their independence and nobody was going to support them the way they were supporting everybody else. That's why they catching all the hell they got. That's what that's about.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to support Haiti because Haiti ain't falling game to what the world agenda was based on the colonization by some of these other countries.
Tone, are you on mobile? Tone, are you on mobile or are you on your laptop?
Who?
You.
I'm on my computer.
Oh, okay.
I'm on my computer.
And
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. The reason why people don't want to deal with Haiti for real was they fought against the world power, which we'll go ahead and say, because anybody who got colonized was subject to a world power. Haiti won. Nobody was going to support them. And what they're going through right now is the fact that ain't nobody supporting them. So they come in here seeking refuge for what they're going through down there because some of the people are tired of what they're going through and they come in here to be free. Now, a bunch of us ain't got no problem with them getting down here. They just got to get legalized. Once they get legalized, ain't nobody going to have no problems. Black Lives Matter ain't down there because they can't fight that government that's down that bad boy. If you want to know the truth, you ain't got too much against Border Patrol. Border Patrol is pretty fully loaded. I was going to take on Border Patrol as a job back in 2006. I didn't go because I had another opportunity. It was nothing against them. Oh, Ted dropped out. I'm a white woman supposed every person got a family. Well, no, Natalie, don't do that. And I'm going to tell you why. He doesn't know you. I already talked to you. That's why I told him, let me get this one. I know where you're coming from. The reason why they're not down there is because they were supposed to be based on what was going on up here. Now, can they go down there? Sure. Would we like to see them go down there? Sure.
They down there.
No, BLM ain't down there like that. Now, BLM ain't going against Border Patrol. Let's be clear. I don't think nobody needs to go against Border Patrol right now. Not right now. Like I said, I was going to take that job. And I wish James was up here, but I ain't seen him in about a week. And Border Patrol, you're right, Baylove. Forgive me if I said the name wrong because the words are tight. I mean, small. But they are having a hard time right now. They are outnumbered something serious, so they do need the help. But best believed, they strapped. They ready. But I don't like what I saw. I don't like what I saw. I'm not going to like what I saw. Because you have the conflict of people wanting to control of people from other countries coming into the country, and then you got people trying to come in here and seek some refuge from what they're going through in their home country. Everybody needs to be clear about that more than anything. Nothing against you, Brother Shannon. Like I said, give me this one for real. I already know how you feel on it, but I'm gonna roll.
No, and I want to at least offer an apology to what's her name, Natalie Vibe Tribe, because we've actually been in some chats before. So,
excellent.
So I want to apologize for my fervor, because I probably came at you, because whenever I hear people say, well, how come BLM ain't doing this? I know they're generally talking about black people, because black people generally come to the rescue of everybody on this planet that's going through some shit.
In the
My
United
biggest
States, I ain't
problem
seen the
is,
planet, but I've seen the United States.
well,
But I don't like
when I
what the
say
original
planet,
agenda was that I
here's
saw.
the thing. Did you see Chris Rock, head of state?
Yes.
Did you see Chris Rock, head of state? Remember the dude that said, God bless America and nowhere else? That's the way I feel. Now, hopefully Helga ain't on this motherfucker, because she'll be like, fuck you. But God bless America first, because we don't take care of ourselves first. We always going around helping everybody else.
Yes, the United States has been world police for over 20 years. I'm correct. I agree with you on that. For 30 years, we've been world police.
Here's the thing. I've got you coming through real warbly, unless that's just my signal.
That's your signal, bro. And that's because you're on your phone, but you good. I got you. I got you on that.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, Haitians got a problem in Haiti. And if they've got a justice claim that they need to take care of in Haiti, I'm all for supporting it. But abandoning Haiti coming here is not the cure for their problems. Now, what it's going to do is it gets them out of that deadly territory. The United States isn't so deadly. The United States ain't deadly at all. But the biggest problem with that is, when they come here, they're going to take resources from American citizens.
No, and that's what a lot of people. That's what a lot of Americans say. I know about that, right?
And that's a problem, because you come over here and you don't get your paperwork right, and you get all the resources for a person who's 3 generations in, bones buried on this soil. They miss out because now America is helping you.
You know what? Let me go ahead and take these 10 minutes to talk to you like that, because I understand what you're saying, but let's be clear. America advertises having a surplus and taking in people with open arms. That's why I don't blame people for trying to get in here.
You're right.
And they do that. That's why people try to come here. We do have room. We do have opportunity. And I said this a few months ago. If you want to come here and be a valuable member of society, we got room for you. We'll make room for you. But if you're going to come here and start shit, we don't need you. And let's be clear. Let's be clear. With that aspect is how I look at it.
I don't want to interrupt your time, Tony.
No,
I don't interrupt your time.
You good.
But they took over that bus. You see the way they took over that bus?
No, I did not see that. I got the news on now trying to catch something.
They took over. They put them on a bus, and I guess they were supposed to be going to the airport or going wherever they taking them.
Oh, they reported them. I saw the news report. I did get an alert on that. I didn't watch it though.
But they took over that bus. So you don't think that element is not going to creep into American society and become career miscreants? And what they're going to do is,
the only reason most people in the United States who come here become miscreants, if you will, like you said, the reason most people go to crowns when they can't get the opportunity. They can't get the opportunity to.
Oh, that sounds like Black Americans. That sounds like Black Americans.
It's a lot of us, not all of us, but it's a lot of us. Hell, I'll tell you, that's white Americans. I know white folks going through the struggle and didn't make it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But my whole thing is, if they come in here trying to get out of what they're going through, and we know what's going on in Central America, we know what's going on in South America. They kidnapping and killing grown folks, not just kids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And I'm just being real. They come. How do we room for those and so many of us displaced? That's an excellent question, Frida, and I cannot answer that because I know a lot of people who were displaced. I know when I went to Vegas a couple of years ago, I was seeing more homeless people in the street than I ever seen, and I've been going there since 2000. We can go on that one, but we do got room.
What's that?
You want to bring somebody in at a low income, if you will, and I got you, Frida. I saw your typo. You good? When you want to bring people in who don't mind living at a low income level, y'all know we got plenty of room for that.
Mm-hmm.
Gentrification is one of the signs of it. Some of these old neighborhoods that people don't want to move into, that people can't tear down, they will go in there and live there with no problem. They're going to work. Natalie, I know you good. I just know how your questions come across. And like I said, I just didn't want nobody arguing. And I appreciate the fact that you and Brother Shannon are trying to keep this calm, even though it came out crazy.
No, I came at her wrong. I came at her wrong.
Well, you was ready. Yeah, and the way the words came in, I know where you was at. That's why I want to try to regulate it. But both of y'all are good with me. But here's my thing. If anybody wants to come over here and do something with themselves and better the lives of themselves and their kids, not necessarily along the lines of the criminal element, we as the United States are not going to turn them away. We all know that. Let's be clear. We all know that. If you want to come here and be a productive member of society, we got you. If you're going to come here and be a problem, we don't want you. There was a conversation before about the disease coming in and some of these people not being 100% healthy. We got some health care to take care of that. And if you don't believe that, you need to look at the people that's going to Canada for their health care. They're doing the same thing in Canada some people are coming here to do. Go ahead, Brother Shannon. I got my piece in. You good, bro.
What about reciprocity?
Reciprocity
I
as far as...
I don't know a country or a continent that Americans can go to and walk right in and get the resources of that country or continent the way people can come to America. Show me another place that we can go and set up shop within 30 days. Within 30 days, you can come here and have a driver's license, a place to live, health care, and be on your way to being gainfully employed in America. And I just saw somebody in the comments that said people come over here and do jobs that Americans won't do. Some Americans. Don't say all Americans.
I'm not going to say all.
People over here. I'm sorry.
I was going to say something that Frida said, but I'm going to let you finish.
Because some Americans would do some of those jobs if they were offered. But see, we also smart enough to know there ain't no point of us taking a job that we can't feed our family at.
Exactly. But they're feeding theirs with those jobs. They're feeding those families with those jobs. And that's why we're taking some of them in. But what Frida said, we turn our own away constantly. This is an aspect where Black folks are being turned away because the Haitians are being turned away, but the Afghans are being brought in.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to send this
email. Good, bro. You good, bro. They're bringing in Afghanis. They're bringing in, and somebody said in the comments the other day, we're taking in people from 150 other countries, but we're going to turn away the Haitians. Why are we doing that? That's a great question. Edward asked the question, why did they not do that in their own country? Edward, I can't answer that, but one thing I have heard is the struggle in Haiti. I've heard more about struggle in Haiti than I've heard success. Anybody who knows better than that, anybody who knows more than that, please tell me. Because we're the best. We can't pick fruit, but it won't feed our families. That's unfair. I hear you, Natalie. I hear you. Now, the question that Brother Shannon asked, what country can we go to and have everything legit that fast? The first thing I was going to tell you was London, because a lot of people went to England and got freedom. Did they not?
Yeah, but they got a racist issue over there too.
Yes, we know. But a lot of people went up there. How many Jamaicans we know in England? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm asking because I've heard of it. I don't know the entire story. There's no freedom unless you had the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. That's based on our values. Now, I agree with that. When you come here, you're supposed to have those freedoms and those constitutional rights once you become a legal citizen. I have not heard that they are coming in here and not trying to be legal citizens. I have not heard that. What we know is people are trying to get across the border and then they got to work on their citizenship. Nobody's going to accept them until they get their citizenship.
One of the things and I know it's not their fault. I know it's not their fault, and I know it's not anybody's fault that is coming over here, but people are able to walk right in under civil rights, just like what she just said, the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. Them shits was made when my people were still in shackles. We weren't even considered.
They come here and seek asylum, and that's how they get some of their freedom. They work on their freedom through asylum.
Okay.
That's what they're doing to me. That's my understanding of what they're doing.
So basically they get the guilt trip naturalization.
It's not guilt trip as much as just running away from suffering. Now, let's be clear. Central America used to have crazy wars. After Nicaragua and all them, what I was seeing more as the Democrats racist and pushing, or the Democrats racist and pushing.
I'm gonna let you answer that before I say.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think the Democrats are racist. I think they're fighting a losing battle. Because we accuse the Republicans of being racist.
I think they're tone deaf. I think the Democratic Party is.
Now we can go back and say both political parties are racist as shit.
That's a problem. We need to stop that. I don't believe that all Republicans or all conservatives are bigots. I really don't.
No, I can agree with you on that. It ain't all of them, but I'll be damned if the stereotype don't fit. And right now, the Democrats are catching more hell than Republicans.
Or they can wear the shoe. The shoe ain't too big or too small. They can wear the shoe.
This is the Biden administration implementing those policies. That's how I was looking, Natalie. You're not gonna get no argument out of me on that one. That's exactly how it looks.
What's happening at the border is completely racist against blacks. This is the Biden administration. Okay, I'll give you a high five on that one.
That's how it looks.
On that one.
That's how it looks.
Now look my ass. That's what it is. Because here's the other thing. If people are swimming over here and they got crates and bags and shit like that, chances are you're not dealing with an affluent. I don't know any other than Wyclef John. You're not dealing with too many affluent Haitians coming over here. The Afghanis that they're bringing over here, or they got shoes on their feet. They educated. They're not bringing over no broke ass Afghanis. They bringing over affluent Afghanis, and they about to put them into the American wheel.
I was hearing that shit. They're not bringing the bottom of the barrel. They bringing some of the rich motherfuckers over here.
Oh no, they bringing some highfalutin Afghanis over here.
Now, as far as the people coming over the border that are of color, we got to remember, motherfuckers been coming across the border of color for decades. Don't forget the Cubans. Don't forget the Mexicans. Don't forget some of the El Salvadorians. And we know why they were leaving El Salvador. Colombians are still trying to get over here. Motherfuckers are leaving South Africa. Brazilians is trying to leave up out of there. Motherfuckers are seeking refuge from what's going on politically in their area. This ain't a race issue. This is a political issue. Brazil's fucked up. People must have forgotten. Rio ain't safe. Cuba wasn't safe.
You see them motherfuckers, they just recalled 12 million vaccines because the shit was bad. They over there making up their own juice.
Well, they try to kick out. We try to kick out ours to everybody, but they probably expired because people denied taking them. They didn't want to take them.
No, it was their shit. They was over there making it. They was over there
and
making
then we sending out 500 million doses. I just saw an article. I just had an alert on that a couple days ago.
Okay, so tell me this. Are you trying to tell me that we sending out 500 million doses and the shit is free? We ain't charging nobody for this shit?
I don't know if we charging them, but they said they're sending them out to countries that need them. People of color are welcome to come over the border as long as they're not black. Sounds like the Biden administration is completely racist to me. Natalie, I will tell you this. That was happening before Biden.
Oh yeah, this ain't the first time they've been kicking.
Because
they've been kicking
I guess everybody
before.
forgot Trump was trying to build a wall to stop people from coming in the country in the first damn place.
Clinton was kicking Haitians out.
Not just the Haitians. Anybody coming over here illegally, they were trying to stop. That wasn't even necessarily a color thing. That was just where you was at. Sao Paulo was better than Rio. I haven't heard that. You got me ready for a sec. There you go. Yeah, with John, I don't understand that. I don't even know what that is.
And the crazy thing is, I know they're
donating.
illegal.
We're donating. Yes, we're donating. So there you go. It was free. It is free. That's exactly what it is. Because they've been trying to kick out vaccines to everybody else because we're manufacturing them faster than all the other countries. They were saying that under the Trump administration. He took some of the old buildings that weren't being used, some of the businesses that shut down. He changed them over to vaccine manufacturers so we can have most doses to kick out to the world. Trump put that in place. Yes.
Well, why can't we do that with residential shit? If we can make detainment camps where you can put people in there for months,
why we can't build housing? Why we can't build housing?
Flat out.
We don't even have to build houses. They're already built.
But you need
there are 3
houses in
for every one homeless person in America.
They gotta renovate the hell out of them buildings.
You stole my shit, Eleanor. You stole my shit. She damn right. There is a house. There's enough empty houses in America. We're talking about single family dwellings. I'm not talking about apartments. Single family dwellings. There shouldn't be a homeless person in this country. Then you start talking about commercial buildings. Then you start talking about apartment houses. Then you start talking. You know what they don't include? They don't include trailers, manufactured houses. And you can find lots and lots and lots of single wides, because when the world turned straight to a double wide, all the single wides got put on the sideline. Well, not all of them, but most of them.
Yeah.
That is still a substantive place to live for somebody that's living on the street.
And you don't want a FEMA trailer either. Remember the FEMA trailer that came up from Katrina?
Yeah.
You know, they had formaldehyde in them.
Yep. Yep.
They were fucking people up. I was hearing about that afterwards.
Yep.
So what they got to do is renovate a bunch of these old buildings.
Shit came out of Katrina. Shit, I dealt with some Katrina cars when I was in the business.
Boy,
shit.
I heard about that. Oh man, I heard about that.
They were shipping them bitches up here, man. I was like, I mean, there was cars, dude, we have in the shop for months, and they couldn't figure out. We'd get the original title, New Orleans, Louisiana, state of Louisiana, all them motherfuckers. And then I got like George Jefferson. I don't know if you remember that episode of Jefferson's when that dude was trying to sell George them vans that had been caught in the flood, and he was trying to sell them real cheap to George. And I started saying that shit. I was like, did y'all check the ashtrays for mud?
Damn.
Because that's what it was, dog. We was literally trying to sell cars that had been underwater for weeks.
Yes,
they dried them bitches out, put new upholstery in them, and sent them north.
And then detail them.
Detailed the hell out of them. New roof liners, everything. But that VIN number don't lie, baby. That VIN number don't lie.
Not one damn bit.
You know, the cars never got totaled out. You got to remember, all the shit went dark down there, so those cars never got totaled out. So car went underwater, car got from up underwater. If they didn't total it out, it was still a good title. Carfax was showing it was a good title. And them motherfuckers, you up out of here, baby? Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. So, yep, I'm thinking I'm going to try to get, you see the 10 in there?
Yes, sir.
Is that something you can put in your car, or do I need to come up here in the morning?
I ain't going to front.
Y'all
got me juiced. About 700.
Okay, don't worry about it. I'll get my truck up.
I'm about to hit 300,000 views, Illinois.
I can't be there. My grandson's game is like 10:45.
I don't believe this shit. I gotta go to bed.
So I'm gonna try to get my man.
Triple P, what's good, lady? How you doing?
We just got to get it over there, and then Devin can kind of man it once it gets to the location.
I need to take my ass to bed. Y'all got 3 more minutes. I'm going to sleep. I ain't doing this y'all night. I need to wait till tomorrow night, and we can finish this.
So he'll be there.
Everybody up here, all 426 of y'all. Tomorrow night, we can finish this. And Natalie, you asked some good questions.
Get over there, just make sure it's secure. And
you asked some good questions, seriously. Yeah, you did too. I know it, Triple P. I know it has. I'm not doing this shit tonight. I got to work in the morning. None of y'all paying my bills. Don't get mad at me and hell no, I ain't running, because y'all know I'll be up here every damn day. You lucky I gotta go to work, damn it.
Okay.
Y'all lucky. And Sunday Night Smoke gonna have a good show about this on Sunday. Let me check that out.
You will. Yeah. I got you.
You gotta address the issue coming across the border, like Natalie asked. And I'm going to stick to the fact that it's not just against African descendants, because we know this was happening to the Cubans. We know what was going on down in Miami. We know Texas has a big old Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, and California got a thing with the Mexicans coming across, and that's an issue that's been an issue for decades. That's why I don't put this on necessarily just black folks. Straight up. You know, I'm looking at the whole picture. I'm not talking right now. A lot of these conversations happen on right now. What's up, Milton? Y'all got to stop. We got to stop the right now race issue. This shit's been happening. Border patrol has been an issue. Border control has been an issue. And a lot of it came from some of the crimes that was happening in the 90s and the 2000s with Mexican or Central American or Hispanic descendants committing crimes that were illegal aliens. Forget the French. Illegal immigrants. Forget the French. People who weren't born here and not legal citizens. Let me put it to you that way. And then a lot of them are coming over here and they're taking jobs. Then they tell people, I will, Ed. I will, bro. You be good. A lot of those immigrants, if you will, were coming here from other countries and taking jobs we weren't taking because they was able to do something with money that we couldn't. We needed more money, so those jobs was open, so they came over here and took them jobs. Y'all don't believe me? Go travel to another damn city, go stay in a hotel, and tell me who the damn housekeeper is. I done been in 6 different states. Tell me who the housekeeper is.
Yeah.
It's a Hispanic woman.
Yeah.
That could barely speak English.
And in certain parts, it is a a darker complexion. You'll see the Jamaicans, the Haitians. You know, you can go someplace where you'll see a larger faction of Asians. And you know, it's really odd how, because where were we? What's the place of tourists? Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Yeah, all down in there in those tourist traps and stuff. You could see different pockets of people, and they would be the whole crew.
Yep.
Might be Asians, might be Hispanics, might be like dark complected, like whether it be Haitians or Jamaicans.
Yep.
You know, and they come in and they would take over a whole staff.
Yep.
Then go
and
find the housekeeping.
They work the hell out that shift. They work the hell out that shift with no complaints.
Yep. Then go look at the housekeeping manager. It's generally one of them.
Yep.
It's generally one of them, and they'll bring all their people in there, make sure, and them hotels be clean as a mug.
Clean as a motherfucker. Restaurants be working fast. You go to a buffet restaurant, who working there?
Yeah.
Let's be real. Let's be real. When you go to the airport, who cleaning the bathrooms?
Yeah.
When you go to rest stops, who cleaning the bathrooms? Mind you, these are the jobs we're not taking. Some of us would rather be on public assistance than work those jobs, but y'all want to complain about a stimulus check. Man, don't get me started up here.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that too. They've slowly but surely figured out a way to keep that wage the same. We did work those jobs before, Tone.
Yes, we did.
We did work those jobs before, but
yes,
they kept raising the prices. They kept raising the prices on the cost of living.
Yes.
So now you need 1.5 of those jobs or 2 of those jobs to take care of your family. So what does that do? That pulls you out of the house. So now you're not taking care of your kids, but you're taking care of them financially, which really ain't taking care of your kids.
Right.
Because now you're pacifying. You buy your kids a video game to become their own babysitter to keep them in the house.
Thank you.
And that's not taking care of your children. Whereas pay me a decent wage, allow me to be able to be home with my kids, then we don't have to worry about it. That's why you got McDonald's out here hiring at $19 an hour now. If you could have paid that wage now, you could have paid that shit before.
The regular standard of minimum wage. I don't think
there's a problem with flipping burgers. I think there's a problem with flipping burgers for $11 an hour.
Basically. I'm going to cut this short. I'm at the 3-hour mark. I got to work in the morning. Brother Shannon, I thank you as always, damn it. Eleanor, you know I love you, girl. Thank you as always. Natalie, I appreciate what you were saying. Like I said, I will finish this up tomorrow. Elwood, John, Milton, Rehab, Shell, Frida, all y'all in the chat, all 439 of y'all. Appreciate everybody coming through. I can't even go through all this, folks. Some of y'all was up in here.
Eleanor, you gotta give us some time to talk next time. You talk too much.
I'm sorry, I'm out of hand.
Betty Love was in the house. Ted came up. Everybody who was here, everybody who checking me out, I want to thank all y'all. Thank y'all for the 5 awards. Thank y'all for the 7 reactions. Karaoke tomorrow night. I'm going to act crazy. Information man, I saw you too, man. Appreciate you coming through.
I thank y'all for a peaceful conversation.
Absolutely. Havana, all y'all, man. All y'all. Dee Dee, everybody. I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't mind me on karaoke. I'm acting up tomorrow night. I'm just telling y'all now. Don't be thinking I'll be turning my back on it. I come up here to act a fool every now and then, but y'all want to get serious. I can do that shit too. Don't fuck with me. I do this shit for real. I do this shit for real. Y'all hold it down. I'll holler at y'all later.
One love.
Always. Everybody.